Overclockers, my name's Briony and MSI have sent us the Vector 17HX AI A2XW laptop. That name isn't all that catchy, but the features are, and the AI name is intriguing. So let's take a closer look and find out if AI can really improve a laptop. Let's dive on into the most important specs, and that is the hardware and performance. The Vector 17HX AI is equipped with an Intel Core Ultra 9 275HX. This is a super powerful mobile CPU with a total of 24 cores and a 5.4 GHz max turbo frequency. In Cinebench R24, it scores pretty highly with a score of 1,679, which is actually comparable to the AMD Ryzen 9 7900X. This is paired with 32 GB of DDR4 memory, which I checked runs at 5600 mega transfers in dual channel configuration. However, there is support for up to 128 GB if you want to upgrade. The storage can also be upgraded with 2 M.2 slots to choose from. However, the 2 TB NVMe PCIe Gen 4 SSD that comes pre-installed is a great size, and it's going to be plenty fast enough for the majority of applications, with a maximum read of 6,370 megabytes a second and a write of 5,732 in Crystal Disk Mark. There are different specs available in different regions, and in the UK we have the RTX 5070 Ti version, which provides great price to performance, and it does have 12 GB of VRAM. This video is all about the AI features, and the GPU is going to be our first one, thanks to the Blackwell architecture, which has an immense amount of AI horsepower. This is going to accelerate over 700 different supported games and applications, which will improve performance in video editing, 3D rendering, graphic design, DLSS, and RTX gaming, and even streaming. You can actually see this performance in the benchmark results, which are going to be on screen now. An RTX GPU isn't just for gaming either. Top STEM student applications in engineering, architecture, computer science, data science, economics, and more are also supported. You can even run AI locally, meaning that any data actually stays secure on your device thanks to NVIDIA NIM microservices and their AI blueprints. I actually went ahead and tested the AI performance with Geekbench, and those results are on screen now, so make sure you compare the result of that to your current system. Housing all of this high-end hardware is a sleek chassis. It's got a really nice grey finish to it, and it feels very well built. I overall quite like the aesthetic as well. It doesn't really scream gamer, and as you look at the keyboard, it's quite subtle, and the RGB keyboard can also be turned off or customized, and there's a bunch of different effects to choose from. The keyboard also features a dedicated Copilot button, so this means you can quickly access AI features without disrupting your current workflow. There's a good amount of connectivity as well on this laptop. There's actually 2 Thunderbolt 5 ports, 2 3.2 Gen 2 ports, a HDMI 2.1 port, an Ethernet port, and also a full-sized SD card reader, which is perfect for you creatives. It's not the thinnest laptop out there, and it does weigh around 3 kilograms, but it does prioritize cooling. There is a bunch of different heat vents on the back and sides, and inside you've got 6 copper heat pipes that draw heat away from the CPU and the GPU, and then kind of spreads it across this wider surface area before expelling it out the back with 2 fans, which stay nice and quiet at idle, like you can't really hear them right now, and they reach a maximum of 55 decibels under load. I saw a maximum temperature of 94 degrees on the CPU and 74 on the GPU, which is pretty decent for such a powerful laptop. Cooling and performance can be a difficult balance in a laptop, but AI actually helps out here as well. You've got the MSI AI Engine, which automatically adjusts the CPU, the GPU, and your fan speeds. It's going to analyze what applications you're using and then adjust your computer settings for the overall best experience. This actually does include the RGB lighting, your audio settings, your display settings, and even the performance. Personally, I prefer to do this manually, and you can actually add apps to certain scenarios and have a little bit more control over what it's doing. And this is also how I found that you get the best performance when I was benchmarking the laptop. I actually locked the user scenario mode to extreme performance in the software and then selected the discrete NVIDIA GPU instead of letting it go into its hybrid mode. If you're someone that prefers to just kind of set it and forget it, then the AI Engine mode will give you nice smooth performance, lower noise, and reduced power consumption no matter what you're doing. So you can just jump into a game, you can tackle those demanding creative tasks, or join an important meeting. You simply don't have to worry about it. The clue is in the name, and the Vector has a 17-inch display that's actually slightly taller than your usual 17-inch laptop. It's not going to be the most portable size overall, but there is space for a full-size keyboard, and every pixel is going to be visible during your creative tasks, and you also get better visuals when gaming. It hits the sweet spot with a 2560 by 1600 resolution, 240Hz refresh rate, and an IPS level panel with 100% DCI EP3 for immersive and accurate colors. This makes it ideal for smooth and responsive gaming, or nice and bright and colorful when you're editing, creating, or just chilling out and watching a movie. Completing the overall package, you have this really nice full-size RGB keyboard, which is shallow to type on, but gives you a nice, satisfying feedback and experience, and a really large touchpad. It does have the integrated buttons, but overall, once again, really nice to use, very smooth, very fast, and I had a great experience using this laptop. This kind of brings me on to the conclusion of this video. The Vector 17HX AI is another great laptop from MSI. The AI features are there, but only if you really need them, and they're not that intrusive if you also don't really care about them. You can actually tweak everything manually in the MSI Center software, and you can also disable or remap that Copilot key. I think the main AI benefits actually come from that RTX 50 series GPU. You get access to all of NVIDIA's really clever software features that make a huge difference when it comes to certain games and workloads. Do let me know what you think in the comments below. I'm always interested to see what our audience think. Do you guys think an AI laptop is worth it, or maybe is it not for you? Remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you again in the next one. And while you're here, why not check out one of our other PC hardware review videos?